English is the most demanded language in the current scenario. Everyone wants to speak fluent English. Corporates, business professionals, students, housewives, all of us want to speak fearless and natural English. But the reality is anything happening? Are we seeing any kind of results? According to a research, 95 to 96% of English learners do not achieve any results. Only 3 to 4% of people see some kind of results. So, what's the problem? What's going wrong? So, if you are an English learner and if you are experiencing the same kind of problem, watch this video till the end because I am going to explain, analyze 3 important reasons why people fail as English learners. Hi, I am Surabhi Jain, the creator of Hypnotic English System, and I have been helping thousands of working professionals to improve their English communication. I have an experience of 7 years in training arena, and the experience with my students gives me the authority to analyze the 3 important reasons why English learners fail in speaking English fluently. Friends, we need to understand that in countries like India or the Southeast Asian countries, people are chasing English. They want to be fluent speakers, confident speakers, they want to be good public speakers, good presenters. But the ground reality is nothing is changing. What I have observed in these past 7 years with my students, there are 3 main reasons for the failure as English learners. So the first reason is wrong methods or having no structure. Let us consider an example. Now suppose you want to go from Lucknow to Agra. So what is more important in your journey? Correct direction or high speed? Obviously, correct direction. Now suppose you want to reach Agra, but you take the wrong direction and your speed is quite high. What will happen? You will reach the wrong destination choosing the wrong direction. The same thing is happening with English students. They are selecting wrong direction. It's like they are running on a treadmill, following the same methods again and again, going round and round, and they are standing and running where they started from, reaching nowhere. For example, people think that if they learn a lot of grammar, they will become fluent speakers. You have already learned a lot of grammar in school, in colleges. If you keep on learning grammar again and again, it is not going to make you a fluent speaker. It is as if you are running on the treadmill. Now, people have this urge, have a tendency of following YouTube videos on English. They follow websites, they read a lot of textbooks related to English. The social media content is overwhelming and often confusing. What you need is the right direction. You need a proper structured content. You need a proper mentor, a proper guide. You waste a lot of money on classes. You waste a lot of time in watching what these YouTube videos do. Yes, they have a good content, but if you're not paying through money, you are paying through your time and energy. And probably these contents are made for various kind of levels of learners. Suppose you are watching a video for a basic learner and you immediately jump on a video which is made for advanced learners, and you then watch a video which is made for intermediate learners. So it's like pouring water in a bucket with a hole. So the direction you are taking is probably wrong. Einstein once said, if you keep on doing what you did, you will keep on getting what you got. Same is with English learners. If you will keep on following the same methods, the same traditional methodology of learning English, you will keep on getting the same results. You are going to reach nowhere. Even if your speed is high, you are going to reach a wrong destination. So you need to change your methods. You need to follow a structured content, a mentor, a guide, and a proper community, which will help you to expedite your learning process, which will help you not to get lost in your English speaking journey. So, the second reason why people don't achieve results is the honeymoon period. When the people begin their English learning journey, they are super charged up. They are so excited, like, yeah, I'm going to power through this. But they tend to give up soon. When they begin, they are all enthusiastic and zealous about their English speaking journey. Like I call it the honeymoon period or the honeymoon phase. When they are so excited, like, yeah, I'm going to learn English, I'm going to be a fluent speaker. But as the month or two passes, this motivation seems to fade. I'm not getting through this. I'm missing up on this. The classes are not working for me. I find this textbook so boring. Something like that. And this type of reaction is quite natural. Something just ends up killing the motivation and the passion, or the honeymoon period is over. And probably you don't want to continue your journey, or at least you don't have the drive, the motivation that you had in the beginning. So, what to do? Whenever you encounter such problem with motivation, just remember, why did you start? For example, you are watching an English movie with subtitles, and you probably started learning English because you are fond of English movies and you want to watch English movies without subtitles. So the next time you watch an English movie with subtitles, just tell yourself, actually, if I continue, I could be watching this movie without subtitles in a year or two. Or if you're thinking to appear for an interview in English, but you feel so demotivated because practicing and mocking for an interview is so boring, it's not fun at all. So just think why you want to appear for this interview at first place. Maybe you want to get better job opportunities in future. Now you put in your energy, effort, and time and in practicing, and just imagine how would you feel appearing for interviews in English, expressing yourself without any apprehension freely in English. What an amazing feeling it would be. So hold on to that feeling and consider it as your motivation. So along with motivation, another big problem is lack of consistency. So we need to understand that along with English learners, we are adults. We have responsibilities, we have a job, we have a life, and we have other responsibilities which need to take care of. So sit with this idea and be comfortable with this idea that being an adult English learner, you cannot immerse yourself completely, you cannot dedicate 100% of your time in learning this language. Now, we have other things to do. We have family, we have kids, we have a job, we have a business, or probably I'm pursuing a different study as well, which demands my time. So I cannot, being so mentally exhausted, I cannot dedicate 8 straight hours for learning a language. So, what to do? I need to first of all be comfortable with this idea that I'm an adult English learners which have other aspects of life to be taken care of, which will help to release the stress which makes English learning so intimidating, boring, and scary sometimes. So, what can I do? The best part is set achievable small goals for yourself. And I call this the 5 minute rule. For example, train your brain that I'm going to practice English only for 5 minutes. Now, the content we share in our course is generally so interesting that you might not be aware where the time flies away. You start with 5 minutes. For example, you can give yourself a target. Okay, I'm going to listen to a podcast for 5 minutes every day. I'm going to read a chapter from a book which will just take 5 minutes of my time. Or I'm going to just write about 300 words of whatever I listened or I watched. I'm going to write my perspective about that. Or maybe I'm going to practice with an English app for 5 minutes every day. So when you set small goals and you achieve them, it gives you a sense of achievement, and it develops your interest, and it develops consistency. So the key here is setting small achievable goals for yourself every day. Practicing every day 5 minutes is better than practicing for an hour on Monday and then practicing for an hour next Monday. So you can do anything to achieve consistency. You can set a Google Calendar, you can set an alarm, or create small time pockets, whatever works for you. Just do it so that you don't lose consistency. So let us talk about the third reason why most of the people don't achieve results. But before I tell you about that, I would like to share a small story. Now, there was a farmer and he sowed two seeds in his farm. One was a bamboo seed and the other was an apple seed. Now, it was the same farm, the same soil at a distance of around 2 meters, and the farmer gave equal nurturing to both the seeds. After a few months, there was a sapling broke out from the apple seed, and the bamboo seed, there was no change in that. So the sapling, after seeing the sapling, the farmer's son said, "Dad, you sowed both the seeds together, and there is no change in the bamboo seed. Is there something wrong?" So the farmer replied, "The bamboo seed is taking care of its roots." Few years, around 3 years passed, and now the apple seed was now a tree, a medium height tree, which also started bearing fruits. Now the farmer's son, he plucked an apple and he ate. While eating, he said, "Father, the apple tree has started giving fruits. It has become such a good tree. And the bamboo seed is still not showing any results of life. Are you giving proper care to it?" The farmer replied, "Don't worry, son. It's taking care of its roots." After 5 years, the apple tree was a huge tree producing red, juicy apples. The son had also grown up. Now the bamboo seed had shown a little shoot. The son was very excited. He went to his father. "Father, the bamboo seed has developed a shoot, but it's still very small. And look at the apple tree. It's so strong and sturdy." The farmer said, "Don't worry, son. The bamboo tree was taking care of its roots." Now, when 6 months passed, within 6 months, this bamboo shoot developed into 100 meters tall bamboo tree. Then the son asked father, "Father, how come within 6 months this bamboo shoot has turned into such a tall tree?" The farmer replied, "Son, because it was taking care of its roots. To grow tall, to reach in height, you have to go deeper with your roots. You have to strengthen your foundation." The same applies to English learners. So this is the problem with most of the English learners. They don't have the patience of a bamboo tree. Everyone today wants quick results. We want instant results, whether it is gym, whether it is English communication, whether it is promotion. Everywhere we want instant results. And most of the advertisement companies know this. And that is why they make claims to give you quick results in all kinds of products, whether it is beauty products, whether it is cars, whether it is equipments. They just claim to give you quick results. In my course, I tell my students that English is, you cannot expect quick results, instant results. It's not like 2 minutes noodles. It's a marathon. It's not a rat race. English learning is a journey. You walk sometimes, you run sometimes, again you walk, and in this way you grow. In this way you enjoy the process and you don't quit. So, friends, if you don't want to join those 95 to 96% people who don't achieve results, who give up, just avoid these three things. Number one, have the right direction. Number two, avoid the honeymoon period. Number three, have patience. It's very important to follow, to avoid these three things in order to achieve results. So, I would love to know from you, what kind of videos should I be posting? See, in my videos, obviously, I am not a surgeon, I'm not a doctor, and I am not a food specialist. So, what I do, I post videos about English communication and basically about the psychology, the correct psychology of learning English. So, if you're facing any issue with your mindset of becoming a fluent speaker, please let me know in the comment box what kind of videos should I make for you. Till then, this is Surabhi Jain signing off. Take care till we meet again.